Okay, I am not used to doing a vlog, but I love watching vlogs. So I thought, hey, I'll just throw something quickly together about the moving process. I don't want to make a super long vlog, and I don't want to do very much editing. So, probably pretty short clips, not a lot of like action sequences. I'm just kind of showing what this room looks like right now, which is my office. It is very creepy because of how blank the walls are and how empty the room is, compared to what it was before I disassembled all my storage cube shelves. I left the stuff on the wall because I just didn't want to. I mean, I'm not moving for like a month, and I didn't want to be depressed looking at a completely white wall. So everything's still up there. But right now, I really just have this table, which I can collapse down. It actually shipped like assembled from Amazon because it's just a collapsible table that I use as a spare crafting table, and I'm using it to just kind of hold random things. Because I figured, it doesn't take up that much space, so why not leave it alone? My desk is still intact. Not really because I'm using it that often. Like, I started with my office because it has all my hobby stuff and collectibles and things like that, which I haven't been using much of. I'm on a spinny office chair, by the way. So I'm spinning around the room. Anyway, as I was saying, not getting much use out of the desk, but I might be doing job interviews in June. So I'm going to leave the desk intact so I have a place to do interviews that's professional and is not my couch. Otherwise, I've got these craft storage bins on the ground because I've had problems this whole time I've had this apartment with humidity and just moisture. So stuff that I've put in that back corner of this office has usually, like, I've had boxes sit on the ground, cardboard boxes, and they've gotten wet and like mildewy. So I'm using cardboard boxes. Thus, I don't want to put them on the ground and get them mildewy. There was actually, when I first moved in, a leak. They had to re redo the drainage system outside because this is a garden level apartment. So if you look outside, this, like, for me, because I'm 5'4", the ground is about chest level. But yeah, that's the lawn right there, uh, right up against, it's level with my window. So yeah, they had to redo the drainage, and in my bedroom, which I'm not going to show because it's very messy right now, and also I haven't packed anything in there, so it's not very interesting. In my bedroom, they actually had to open the wall and double check that there wasn't like damage inside the wall. There wasn't anything that had to replace in there. In the office, ended up being fine. It was just damage to the floor. They had to vacuum it and stuff like that, wet vacuum it. Anyways, that is not the point. See, I'm turn on the camera and I start rambling. I'm a rambly person. What am I talking about? What, like, genuinely, what am I talking about? Moving, obviously. Okay. Like I said, it's not gonna be action sequences, so this is super boring. You're just looking at my office. But yeah, I originally had all these boxes that are in the closet right now sitting out here. I decided to move them into the closet because the closet was full of shelving. I have these wire shelves that I got from Amazon back in college, and they're really easy. They're wire and plastic. So they're storage cube units, and they're modular. You put them together with these little plastic clips. They're actually super sturdy, relatively, obviously within the weight limits. And they've survived the 3 apartments already, and I've had them for 4 years, going on 4 years. Anyway, they're packed up right now, so I can't show them. But that's what was originally in the closet, so I had to keep things out in the office. But once I dismantled all of those shelves, stuck the boxes in there, those are on the plastic risers. That's why they look like they're kind of floating off the ground. Because the closets also get really humid and gross. The humidity is only quote unquote 44% right now, but it gets in the 80s in the summertime. So there's actually a moisture absorber bag back in that closet over there. Anyway, why am I out of breath too? All this to say, lots of stuff in boxes. Not all my stuff though, just office stuff. That closet still has stuff that's not packed, but I am somebody that has, maybe this is neurotic of me, maybe it's genius. I think it's a mix of both. Let me just show you. There's one, clothes. Oh yeah, I packed this full of random stuff, but there's lots of the original boxes that stuff came in. Like, that's my Instant Pot box. That's my air fryer box, although that air fryer got recalled, so I threw that away. That's my toaster box. And that is the box that my dishware originally came in, which will make it super handy to make sure it doesn't break when I pack it up. I've got all the original packing material for my dishware set, so don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that has boxes and packing material basically right now. So that stuff eventually has to get out of there too, but it's not a priority. See, this is gonna be the most boring vlog ever. This is why I don't vlog, because I've tried to in the past. And I'm like, why? What is the audience for this? Sometimes I personally, this is gonna sound nutty, I will just do a little vlog for my own personal purposes as a video diary. And I have gone back and watched them, but not most of them. So it's just kind of like, I'm way more likely to actually go back and read a diary entry, a typed out diary entry, or written diary entry, than a video, because a video takes time. Anyway, that's the progress so far. It's May 6th, Monday, May 6th right now. I actually haven't done any packing whatsoever today. I just decided to take a break from what I was doing, cooking dinner, and I finished cooking. My food's just not on the stove burning. The way I phrased that was kind of weird. But to just kind of show the progress, and yeah, not not exciting stuff. I also, something I did do earlier was, I have some tape on the ground. I don't have tape fully lined out because I do still have the rug on the ground, which I think I should pack, but I'm kind of, it's kind of a similar situation with the stuff on the wall. Once I pack it up, it's gonna feel quote unquote less homey in here. I kind of don't want to do that, but the tape markings on the ground are to map out the dimensions of a U-Haul storage box, a U-box as they call them. I saw that tip online on Reddit a while ago, and I've seen it lots of places since then. But got a tape measure, measured out on the ground the length and the width of a U-box, and as long as all my stuff can fit within that dimension, then it should fit in the U-box. I also measured my mattress and my bed frame, which they say on the website, like, because I have a full mattress, full size, that, a full, up to a queen can fit. And yeah, like, oh, I already forgot the dimensions. But it's something like 65 inches wide, a U-box is, and my mattress is 63 inches wide. So it will take up the entire space of, like, floor space of a U-box, basically. But, like, it'll fit fine. Looking at all my boxes, I did measure the dimension of this huge stack of boxes over here, and that will fit fine. Like, I could leave it as is, not literally as is, but just, stack them. How many high? 5 high, and then there's an extra box on top. I could stack them 5 or 6 high. I did also take into account the height of a U-box, but it's kind of hard to hold the tape measure out myself. But then I realized that the top frame of like the wooden frame that's around my window, the top of that frame is approximately the height of a U-box. It's actually just a little bit shorter, so as long as I can keep my things about level with the frame around the window, then it will fit the height of a U-box. So I could actually, I think I could stack these bankers boxes about 7 high. Just kind of looking back and forth between where this is and then where the top of my window is. It will get more exciting once I actually rent the U-box and start putting some stuff in it. Video footage wise, it'll be a little bit more exciting. It's not going to be the most exciting stuff ever. But I was originally going to go with what are they called? Oh my goodness. I got a quote from them, like, even when I moved here to Fargo from Westerville, I got a quote from them, and I've been thinking of them, like, on and off the past 2 years, and I can't remember the name of their company. Well, anyway, the other packing cube companies, moving cube companies, are metal. U-Pack. A U-Pack. Is it a U-Pack? It doesn't sound quite right. The parent company is ABF. That's what I clearly remember that. I don't remember what their Reload Cube. No, U-Haul is U-Pack. It's a Reload Cube, and it's way more expensive, but it's also way bigger. It's like a Reload Cube is about like twice the size of a U-Box, so that makes sense. That it's actually more than twice as expensive. But with a Reload Cube, they actually provide you tracking, real-time tracking. I think there's like the GPS on the truck. U-Box does not provide tracking, as far as I was aware looking online. Like, they will tell you, oh, it's arrived at so-and-so place, because they have a barcode on the box that they scan, but you can't see real-time tracking. And a U-Box is a wooden shipping crate, whereas a Reload Cube and a Pods and other similar services, they're metal. They're like aluminum frame shipping container type things. But then I thought to myself, well, I don't need the full space of a Reload Cube, and those are only single person options, as in like the unused space. If I don't fill it all the way up, I still get charged for the whole thing, because they can't, stick somebody else's stuff in there. Whereas if I rented a trailer from ABF, I could, I would only be charged for the space that I used, because they would be able to fill the rest of the space with commercial freight and stuff like that. But a trailer would absolutely not fit in my apartment parking lot or on the local street. The streets are too narrow. And they're not particularly narrow streets, but people regularly park on the street. So there's just no space for a trailer. A trailer would be more expensive than a U-Box, but more cost effective for the space. However, it's just not feasible. I would be scared seeing like a 21-foot trailer driving around this neighborhood. It's just not, like, I live in a neighborhood, so the streets really aren't designed for that, I don't think. I think if I gave them my address, they'd be like, yeah, we cannot feasibly take a trailer to your location. So that's unfortunate, because I would go with ABF and that trailer option over U-Box if I could, but I can't. So I'm kind of limited. Wow, I've been talking for almost 15 minutes. This is why I don't do a vlog. This is why I don't do vlogs. Anyway, if you're bored enough to be watching this, then kudos to you. I'm sure I can fit all my stuff into a U-Box. There's some stuff I do need to donate anyway, so if, worst comes to worst and I have to get rid of stuff, I'll donate it. time to downsize. But I think without having to donate like excess things, like I already had a bag of clothes that I've been planning to donate for months now. Um, but I think I can keep all of my other things and reasonably fit it into a U-box just by using all of the available space and packing really efficiently. I plan on, packing my clothes in vacuum sealed bags, so that takes up less space. And I was even thinking about vacuum sealing my mattress and, you know, rolling that up into a tube because that's how it arrived to me. I didn't order it online. I got it from Ashley Furniture, but it they sold it to me rolled up in a tube. So, I don't know how feasible it is for they sell, to consumer direct to consumers. There are places that sell vacuum seal mattress bags. It's just how well is that bag going to keep the vacuum? Or is a bunch of air going to leak out? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like necessarily worth it to try to vacuum seal my mattress for the space saving features. Maybe I don't need to actually save that space. But that's something I've definitely looked into. Yeah, I'm not moving for another like month or so. I've just been very antsy about the whole process, so I started packing. But yes, that's what's going on. Wanted to think if there's a better way to end this video, and I know probably gonna be another a while before I do another video, and I'm not gonna post these in real time either. I don't. I'm gonna kind of wait until the moving process gets further along, and so I can kind of cluster the videos together, so that there's not a long wait in between videos or anything. Not that I think I'm just gonna be on the edge of their seat for these, but I think that's more satisfying when there's a couple of videos out to be able to watch in a row. So yeah, there's not gonna be much progress in terms of moving for a while either, because my moving date is so far out and it's not actually set in stone yet. Because I don't actually have a job lined up right now. My job will dictate where I move. If I get a job in the Twin Cities, I'll move to the Twin Cities. If I get a job in Illinois, I'll go to Illinois. Ohio, I'll go to Ohio. Those are just places where I've looked at jobs, in case you're wondering the randomness of the locations. But yeah, with my moving date so far out, with me not knowing where I'm going, those factors mean that it's not convenient for me to start packing most of my other stuff. My winter clothes, it's May, so winter is over, most likely here in Fargo, North Dakota. So I think I can vacuum pack my sweaters and winter coats and things. But most of my clothes I'm not going to pack up because I might not be moving for a whole other month. Kitchen stuff I'm not going to pack up because I'm still regularly cooking for a whole other month. I started packing up like the decorative items in my living room. I have a bookshelf that has like trinkets on the top and then, books obviously on the shelves. That similar situation to me leaving these things on the office wall. It depresses me that it's so bare over there right now. I already started, like I said, packing up the trinkets, but I don't want to take down the books and then take down the shelves because the shelves are like IKEA style. They're not from IKEA, but they ship to me flat and I can easily dismantle them. And that'll be easier to stick in the cube. This desk, gonna get dismantled. I just said that craft table can fold up so it flattens. Most of my furniture, all my furniture really can be taken apart and flattened. Flattened. To take can be. I'm not like squeezing it to flatten it. You know what I mean? My bed frame is metal, and so like the legs can be unscrewed from it, and it can be really compact when it's taken apart. Now it's going to be pain in the butt to put all that back together once I get to my new place. But the cost savings of being able to use this small Relo cube, not Relo cube, damn it, a U box instead of a Relo cube. Like the Relo cube is going to be over $1,200, and the U box they're quoting me like $594. Although I got a tip, I was watching a bunch of videos earlier today because I like to do this to an unhealthy degree. Look up information about things before I do them. Like, I'll look up menus for restaurants. I'll look for advice on Reddit before I go into basically any unusual or uncommon situation. Like me quitting my job, I was like, how did you guys phrase your resignation letter? Like, I obviously have my own ideas, but I don't need to go see what other people's resignation letters look like, but I just wanted to for my anxiety. Things like that. So anyway, watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, and there was a point I was making. I completely forgot the point. I have to pause and like ponder for a second. Pause the recording. Because there was a point I was trying to make about the U-Box. And now I've just lost it completely. I know I was talking about the videos that I watched. Oh, yes, now it's coming back to me. One of the videos I watched earlier today, the guy in it was advising, he spent about 2 minutes, he said, every single day, from the first day that he got a quote on U-Haul's website to like basically up until like the week or so before his move date, he checked the website and requested a new quote because they unlike some other moving services, you don't have to wait for them to call you and give you a personalized quote because it's a box. So with these shipping container type services, they'll give you a quote right away on the website. And as he checked every day, he saw the price fluctuate daily, and he booked his U-Box about 2 months out, I think he said. And the first time he started looking was like about 6 months out. And so like 6 months out, they were quoting him $2,500. But when he was about 2 months out from his move date, he saw the price drop down to $1,500. And so he saved $1,000 by continuously monitoring the price. And so I didn't know that. I don't think my price is going to fluctuate that much because it's a rather short distance move that I'm hoping to do from Fargo to the Twin Cities. It's just a one state move. So like the $594 price I've been quoted, I think I've looked a couple different days, and I think it's been steady the last couple of days I've been looking at it. But that is something that I'm going to keep my eye on for sure. I just kind of actually need to know where I'm moving to first. So, yeah, I will leave that there because this is extremely a snooze fest. And hopefully the next time I record a video, I'll have more interesting information and cooler things to show. Now, am I going to edit this down and make it like a more coherent, concise story? No, I don't have. It's your own choice that you watch through this whole video, is all I'm saying here. What you see is what you get. It's the video of a bunch of boxes, and it's me rambling. I'm not going to try to make it anything other than what it is. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you. Well, you don't see me at all except my hand, but I will see you in the next video. Bye.